and welcome to the Nature Codes podcast. I'm Amira Daly, an energy healer and mentor. I deliver inspirational tips and shares on how to welcome nature into your life to inspire transformation. I will share with you guidance, tips, and interviews to nurture that special bond between you, the universe, and nature. Hello, beautiful people. I hope you are well and having a good day. I just wanted to check in this week and let you know how my nature reset went, because as you know from last episode, I was feeling a bit anxious and like I was overloaded with quite harsh energies, and I felt like I needed grounding and a bit just emotionally on a bit of a roller coaster, really. I think I'd done a lot of courses and healing work, and I feel like it needed real integration into my body. Sometimes when you overload with healing work or energy work, you can start to feel a bit out of balance because you've got lots of stuff going on within your body to release certain aspects and traumas within yourself, and you need a break. So I've been taught that it's in the rest that the energy work really is allowed to go through your system and make the changes. And so I don't think I was giving myself enough rest in between healing sessions, and all of the healing sessions that I had been doing just needed to like rest within my body and be allowed to like integrate better. It's like when you go to the gym, they say that your body actually does all of the work the day after the gym, when your body's allowed to rest. And so if you went to the gym every single day, you wouldn't be allowing your body to rest, and it would actually be quite detrimental to your health. So I feel like it's the same with energy work. When you do that kind of work, your body actually comes into its power and gets the benefits of the energy work that you've been doing in between sessions when you're resting, which is why it's so important that we have days of rest and days of relaxation and days of not doing things, so that our bodies can adjust to the energies or the things that we've been doing and being active on, allowing it to settle within our system. And these are the days when you will get those intuitive nudges, the guidance, the positive outlook, because you've allowed the work to really unfold within your system. And so I decided to do a nature reset for 7 days. And on those 7 days, I did 1 hour of walking in nature. So it's 1, 2, 3. So two meals of an abundance of veg. So a salad, a roasted veg, stir fry with lots of like vegetables in it, but I also make sure I always have enough protein with it. So I'll either have eggs, fish, chicken. I'm not a veggie, so yeah, I tend to have chicken and fish. But whatever, I also have tofu, which is a really good source of protein as well. So whatever your dietary needs and restrictions are, you can kind of adapt it to how you put that plate together. But the most important thing is that you have the protein, the grains, and the array of fresh, organic if possible, vegetables. And so that really supports the work of your body and gives you the nutrients to allow things to settle within your system, and the energy for the anxiety to kind of leave your body and your hormones to adjust as well. And then you've got 3, which is I did 3 5-minute grounding. Well, I think I did probably more than that. Grounding outside because the weather was so lovely, so it was actually quite easy to ground. So when I mean grounding, as you know, I walk barefoot on the earth, I stand on the earth barefoot, I lie on the earth barefoot, I sit on a rock, I touch a tree, touch plants. You can swim, that's also counted as grounding because you're touching the elements. Yeah, so any of those things, as long as your skin is touching the earth in some form, that is counted as grounding, and that releases it pairs up your free radicals in your body because the earth has an abundance of spare electrons that it can pair up with your free radicals. Free radicals is what causes disease in your body and inflammation. So pairing up as many free radicals as you can reduces your chances of disease. So yeah, so I did that for 7 days, and on the first day I shifted. Like I went from a state of like feeling tired and anxious to a state of, within 24 hours after starting the nature resets, I felt grounded, happy, relaxed, content. I felt good. And I was just like, oh my gosh, why haven't I done this earlier? I live in nature, so sometimes I don't feel the need to actually go walking in nature as much because I essentially am in nature anyway. But this nature reset was exactly what my body was craving. And I feel so, after the 7 days, I feel so much better. Like I feel like my energy levels are back up. I feel the groundedness. I think I was starting to, my mind was just all over the place and I just wasn't centered at all. And now I feel really centered and really balanced. And yeah, it's made an incredible difference to myself. And I definitely feel like the energy work that I'd been doing before that has really landed within my system. I feel like I'm more in tune with the universe and like I'm getting more guidance, and my psychic abilities have increased, my intuition has increased. So I might think of something and then it happens within like 24 hours of me thinking of it. It's just like I feel really connected again. And that's exactly what I wanted to do. And I'm just so happy that it made such a difference in my body. Even I would say physically, I was also seeing stuff physically in my space that was not what I wanted to attract. Like I would see angry drivers, I would see like people getting really upset and angry in the streets. I would have certain things happen that was quite stressful. And now I am quite the opposite. I've seen friends and like had some really lovely conversations with people and really loving conversations and just like real support, and like my relationship within my family feels more balanced. My relationship with my husband feels good and balanced, whereas before I think we were like rubbing against each other a little bit too much, and now we're back into balance and I feel like our home's more peaceful. So it's not just like internally, like the internal shifts then also affect the external. And so yeah, I feel like my whole world has changed in a way just from doing those 7 days. And I think combining with the energy work has huge benefits for people. And I just would love to see more people embrace this, like embrace nature with energy work, because it is tremendously powerful and has the ability to shift not just your internal environment but your external environment too. And if we are shifting our external environment, you can just imagine what reverberations we have on other people. Like when you're going about your day to day and you're creating peace and harmony and having loving conversations with people and smiling and happy, you're creating waves in your community. Whereas before that, you might be doing the opposite because your internal environment is so low and low vibrational. You're then going out into the world and spreading that into the world. And so I really feel like we can change our environment, our communities, the earth, if we center ourselves and prioritize ourselves and look after ourselves, because that is when you really are able to make huge changes to the world and the universe as a whole. And so I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the walks I did and the things that I did during those 7 days. So I spent a lot of time in the forest, which was absolutely gorgeous. It was like so grounding. I would sit on the earth, sit on a rock, touch the moss, be like, it feels, I don't know, the forest feels really cleansing. It feels really deep. It really gets depth into you. Like it goes to the core of your being. It feels, I think if you're going through any anxiety or lower vibrational energies, I feel like the forest is really cleansing and it has the ability to shift you from a low vibrational state to a high vibrational state much quicker. There's something really very deep and it's very supportive to dark energy. It feels like a dark place, but that kind of mirrors the darkness within you and like uncovering that and letting it go. And I just felt my time in the forest was so gorgeous and cleansing and really, really what I needed to kind of move those lower energies out of my system. I also spent time with friends in the forest, which was so relaxing. Me and my friend lay on the earth. We found a clearing and we just like, I put my back up against a tree and she lay down and we were chatting, and it was just so lovely to like connect with someone in a forest. It just felt absolutely gorgeous. I came back, like it was just such a nice thing to do with a friend, I think, as well. I think it's very important to do nature work alone, but also a mix between the two is just really lovely as well. And then I also did a trip to the water and had a dip in a stream with a little bit of, it was a weir, so there was like a little bit, the water was like, had real calm, but then it was also quite fast as well. So I had like a mix of like watching water flow downwards, like a waterfall effect, but then I was in like a calm pool and like just swimming around, and it was just so nourishing and cleansing, I feel. It really, it has the ability to, I guess, wash you, like remove those energies that are in your aura and cleanse your system. I feel like water's really powerful for that, for like just cleansing you and healing you and just washing, the metaphorical dirt from you. And I really felt very peaceful there, and I kind of like blessed the water, and yeah, it just felt really, really nourishing. And we were only able to swim for like, well, we were there for half an hour, but because the water's quite cool, we weren't in it for quite that long, but it still felt so rejuvenating. And I really want to go back there now because, yeah, it just felt lovely. It was really what I'd been craving as well. Like I'd been craving a dip in nature because we've got some marine lakes that have been built by people, and I love that. It's great because you can still see the sky and the sea, but I was craving proper nature, and that's exactly what I got, and it was just such a beautiful dip in the water. I also was able to sit on a hilltop and look at the surrounding countryside, and I feel like that gave me a beautiful view of the earth and brought me up into the higher realms. And it's like metaphorical, isn't it? Like the mountains are a connection between the earth and the divine, and I feel like having a view kind of bridges that gap, and you get perspective and you can see everything around you and all the energy is unblocked, and that was like lovely as well. So I feel like there's so many different things that nature, the different landscapes that nature can really do different things within your body and bring different energies and cleanse you or ground you. You know, it feels like you can really prescribe nature as a healing tool, and we don't want to forget the smells, the sounds. All of this is like affecting you on a deep level. It's affecting your hormones, it's affecting your energy body, it's affecting everything, mental, physical, everything. We would go to the doctor a lot less if we just spent more time in nature. I am convinced of it, and there's so many studies that prove this as well. I also feel like I get so much more intuitive guidance when I'm out in nature. Nature is a form of meditation, so sometimes if you're the type of person that finds it hard to sit down and meditate, you are getting the same benefits from walking in nature. You are essentially, it is a meditation space. If you're on your own and you're uninterrupted, you go into your own inner world, and you're able to meet yourself and meet the universe within that space, and you get so much inspiration. You'll get new ideas, you'll become really creative from it, and so you'll be meeting your intuition at a higher level. And I'm quite intuitive anyway, but I really became a lot more intuitive in this week, and I definitely feel like if you are an intuitive person, nature's a really good space to like increase your intuitive powers. You're also getting the sunlight, which really helps with intuition as well, because it upgrades your energy body and gives you, I guess, can switch on parts of your DNA as well, which helps you bridge the gap between your physical body and the spiritual body. And so, yeah, I just can't overemphasize the power of just going for a walk. As long as it's in nature, you are going to be gaining so much insight and health benefits. It is something that I think is essential for us as humans on this earth, living in the natural world. It is also essential for nature, because the more connected you are to nature, the more energy you're giving it, and positivity you're giving it, and love you're giving it, and it will then fuel your physical connection with nature, so you'll be more inclined to recycle and become more aware of looking after nature and conservation. And so, yeah, please do it. Do a nature reset. Just try it, even if it's for one day. I totally recommend doing it for 7 days at least. But you know, I found after even one day of doing it how beneficial it was. So just do it. It's going to be really helpful for you, and you will come away feeling like a different person. I can guarantee it. Anyway, I better go. This is just a short one again. Sending so much love to you all. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please subscribe to the Nature Codes podcast so you never miss an episode. If you enjoy what I'm sharing, please rate and leave a review so that other nature lovers can find me too. And lastly, follow me on Instagram at The Nature Codes for more inspiring free content as well as access to all of my programs.